After a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. To the air right away is May. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now 2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now they'll shift things around. On play action, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, it's May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Here's May. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow. Up.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Yellow. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, it didn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Yellow. Yellow. Get set. Get set. Go. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yellow. Here we go. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down in the yard. Looking to throw, May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll throw with May. He's got Mason complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
May looking to run. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Irvin. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air, May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock here. We just have to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Go ahead. Yellow. Okay. Up.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And a friendly bounce there. They will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. But 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Get set. Watch out.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. 2nd and 11. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Yellow.
30. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be called. Just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Irvin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to...
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 15. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Jordan Watkins deep for San Francisco. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. second with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Here we go.
Now Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half. Purdy. And he's got his man on the out route. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Back to throw, Purdy. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Get set, get set.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Get set, get set. Right, yellow.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy now to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing here is May. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
To throw, it's May. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll throw with May. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. To the air, May. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Ready.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's got Mason complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's May. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. Open man is Ibuka. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd.
Looking to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chigakakwo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
The score, Niners 12,
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Yellow, outside, yellow. 22, watch out. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. May on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Eddie, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 43 yards. And the 49ers will add to their fourth quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Niners 19, Buccaneers 17.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
What's up? Yellow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yellow.
Purdy from the gun. That is intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mason. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
go, sir.
He'll look to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Crazy. Crazy. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up?
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on second down.
Sir, what's up?
Once again, it's Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. A run with Irvin. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up fourth down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.
So for the 49ers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.